Hello everyone, it's Gigo here and welcome back to another educational video of building a house in Ghana. By the end of this video, you will have a checklist of things to watch out for before starting with your foundation or during the construction of your foundation. So please make sure you stick to the end of this video. I have a bonus point for you. Please like this video so YouTube can share it across, and please share it on social media platform, WhatsApp, Facebook, to create awareness for our brothers and sisters who are yet to begin their journey. It might save them a few thousands of Ghana cedis or dollars. Don't keep it to yourself. Let's help each other. Sharing is caring. And if you've still not subscribed to this channel,
video no wa hwada bia no wa ya first one person over subscribe yaro yaro when you shiro and that dia some for video now subscribe subscribe
This is a project we are doing at SCC for Mr. Bello. It's 2 apartments. It's actually a project that we remodeled to get what we are looking for now as apartments, because the area is very conducive for apartments. We started by correcting the base. The foundation as it was when we came, the foundation was weak, the blocks were weak, so we had to strengthen it by digging down into the foundation, because the blocks that were used were not the right type of blocks, and then the filling too that was used wasn't the right filling, because the place is clay, and when they dug the foundation, they used the sand in the foundation. Instead of taking it away, they used the same sand to do the filling, thereby so it became clay. And then when you finish on that clay, later on it will give us problem. So we decided to remove all the clay from the foundation and then import laterite to fill it, to make it better or stronger. And then the blocks then the walls were too weak too either also. So we have to put chemicals into the mortar and plaster the whole foundation inside and outside of the walls to strengthen it, because the walls were weak. The blocks were sandcrete blocks, and for using a sandcrete block in a waterlogged area, it will always create a problem for us. So we decided to take it off, take the clay. We decided to plaster the whole walls with we put chemicals in the mortar to strengthen it up, to strengthen the walls up, the foundation, before the filling. Then after the filling, we watered it, ramped it before the concrete came on. And we have to use membrane, a plastic membrane, to protect this thing, so that we can, in case there is any dampness coming from the foundation, it will not come up. It will not come through the membrane. And then this is what the type of membrane we used. So it will protect the floor from any dampness from the base. Okay. Then we have to use the damp-proof course. The damp-proof, we used felt on top of all the blocks. Before we did the binding course, the binding course is to hold the floor together, to hold the floors and the pillars and the beams and the pillars, everything together. So that's why we call it a binding course. It binds the block work and the pillars from the foundation together. Okay, so that's for that side. So this is how we solved the problem from the foundation. The foundation has to be strengthened, and we solved it by using that. But the best thing to do is always use the right thing, which you like it is. You have to get it right from the very foundation. You don't see, building is something that if you run away from a cost today, you'll finally come to meet the cost again somewhere else on the building. So I believe the best thing to do is, you cannot postpone your cry. In building, whatever you dodge, you'll surely come to meet you later on in the job, on the building, either today or later on when the building starts giving you problems. You see that some of the things that you ran away from in the foundation, those are the things that are coming to haunt you in the future when you are in the future. So building, you don't cut corners. You don't cut corners when you are building. You do the right thing and get it right from the very foundation. You don't wait until you have a problem before you start solving. So you don't run away from any of the cost in building. You face it and do the right thing from the very foundation. Then you will not have any problem. But if you mix some of the things, then you have a problem. Like I said, even if it's a single building, a single story, and you want to turn it into a story building, it's also possible, because everything is possible in construction. It's only you need to know what to do, the technology or the technicalities involved, and if you are able to apply the right principles, you should be able to do everything. Everything is possible in building. Everything is possible, but you need to know what to do, how to get it, and how to get it right. But the best thing is always make sure you get it right, because if you run away from a course today, it will come to haunt you in the future. It will come to haunt you in the future. So if you don't do what you have to do now in your building, it's just like postponing your cry. You'll be crying later in life, but it's like you are postponing the cry. Well, it will be better for you to cry now as a baby than to cry when you are old, because people will ask, why is this old man crying? But when a child is crying, everybody takes it as normal. They will just find something for you, so it's okay, don't cry. But when an old man is crying, then everybody will be asking, why is he crying? It's an abomination actually for an old man to cry if he's not bereaved. So far, this is for this one. And you can see the fence wall. If you see the fence wall, you see that the fence wall the block is sandcrete. So the elements have taken toll on it. Now. You can see all the rods in it are rusting. Yes, if the rods rust, it will affect the concrete. The concrete will start breaking off. Like you can see, the concrete is breaking off itself. Yes, this is the reason why you don't use a rusted iron rod in your building. Because when you use a rusted iron rod, you have a problem. The problem is what you are seeing. You can see that the concrete is peeling off. And you can see the block too. The block is sandcrete. So right now, the sand is giving way. The other side of the block, the fence has been plastered. That is what is holding it now. But this side, you can see the plastering in there. The whole thing has become sand. The whole block has become sand. You see, and look at the cracks in it. So that's how it is. So you don't use a rusted iron rod for construction. It's always a dangerous thing. You can't run away from it. You get a new one, or you treat it well before you plaster. Concrete does not treat iron rod. You have to treat the iron rod before you put the concrete on it or around it. And then the covering too must be enough. The covering must be 2 times the size of the iron rod you are using. 2 times the size. The covering on the concrete must be 2 times the size. So you can see this is a sandcrete block that have been used, and you see the problem inside is generating. So you can see the area is waterlogged. When you use a sandcrete block for a waterlogged area, this is what you get. So the best thing to do is to use the concrete blocks. You see, so it's not every type of block that you can use for every site. There are sites that when you go to the site, when they are digging the foundation, it will determine. That is why we do soil tests. When you do soil tests, it determines what type of soil you are building in and what type of material you should use. It's very, very important that you should get this thing. But in Ghana, People have made it that unless you are going to 3 floors and 4 floors, that's where you do a soil test. But soil test is important for you to determine the type of material you use for your construction. It's always important to get the right material for your construction. Very, very important. The material, it's very, very, very important. Whatever you are doing, you make sure you have the right material, and then you will be able to do it and get it right in the very, very, very the beginning. You must always get your bearings right from the very foundation. Then you will not have any problems later on. Like I said, you will not be postponing your cry till later. You face the cry now, and get the right things, and then you'll be able to do what you were looking for.
Thanks for staying with us to the end of this video. If you have any question or suggestion, kindly please do comment down below. Mr. Utuga will be there to answer your questions. Don't forget to like, and I will see you in the next one. Like it do it.